we go to the next point, which is, even I can remember myself when I started hearing about CELTA and I decided to take it, there was only one way, which is face-to-face. You gotta go to classes, get input sessions, TPs, and that's it. But when later, now we got two options, which is face-to-face and online CELTA. Now that makes next question is, how did online CELTA come out?
Okay, all right, I'll start with that one. Actually, there are three options. You can do it face-to-face, you can do it fully online, or you can do a combination of the two. So kind of half and half. But of course, we're thinking solely about the fully online CELTA. And basically, yeah, I guess it's thanks to the pandemic that the online CELTA came about. Of course, once countries went into lockdown, it was the only option really to keep the CELTA going. So Cambridge decided that, yeah, we could run courses fully online. And of course, when we first started, I think many CELTA tutors were skeptical about what, the online CELTA would be like, whether it would be as valid as the face-to-face course. Would it have, would it give trainees the same kind of experience? And I think both Paul and I also had that kind of skepticism when we first started the online CELTA. But from the different courses that we've run, I think we've kind of come to realize that actually there's not a huge difference. It's literally just, the platform's different, we're just doing anything that we would do in a face-to-face classroom, but we're doing it online. And of course, there needs to be adaptations for that. But essentially, it's working very well. And I think, of course, it's become a very popular way now for candidates to do the CELTA course.
Yeah, I mean, I think inevitably it was kind of born of necessity, really. I mean, it wasn't possible in most countries in the world to do face-to-face courses. So courses did move fully online, including the teaching practice online. But I think it's important also to stress that although everything moved online, the content of the course remains the same. The requirements of the course remain the same. And it is entirely the same as a face-to-face course. The only difference is the input itself is delivered online and the teachers are teaching online. But again, in online teaching, you're able to mimic a lot of the things that you would do anyway in a face-to-face classroom. Activities such as pair work and group work, ways of checking meaning, ways of conveying meaning, etc. They're all the same online as they would be in a face-to-face classroom. So it's very much exactly the same course, but born of necessity, and has been very successful and deemed successful by Cambridge in that sense as well.
Yeah. Because I think, of course, I mean, we, as tutors, we weren't sure whether the online version of the CELTA was going to continue. And of course, there's been a lot of discussion between CELTA tutors and Cambridge, and of course, lots of other stakeholders about whether the online CELTA is something that should continue. But Cambridge have decided that it's going very well. And of course, now by offering these three different modes of doing CELTA, it's opened up opportunities to many different people, maybe people who wouldn't have been able to do the course before. So of course, that's a great thing.